by mimicking our movements. Would you like to play Follow the Leader with 2R? Awesome. Okay, Brio, why don't you take your left hand, other left, obviously stick it high in the air, and let's give him a wave. Nicely done. Would you look at that? 2R is paying very close attention to you. Killer whales are very curious animals. We often see them spy hopping or even jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings. Now let's demonstrate that with the behavior called a sighting bow. How we ask for it. Take your left hand, point it straight out at 2R and throw it over your shoulder. Ready, go! Now 2R's taken off to the bottom of this 40-foot deep habitat. And if you turn your attention towards the center, this is 2R.
A great big welcome. Now we are going to be talking about killer whale communication. So they communicate in a variety of different ways, and one of which is by producing vocalizations. These vocalizations actually come out of their blowhole that's located on top of their head. So that first hand signal, why don't you go ahead and show Frank at that? Swing your hands back and forth. Yeah. Nicely done. And as I said, this is just one of the ways our whales communicate. Another way they communicate is by tapping different body parts on the surface of their water, sometimes their tail flukes, or even jumping out of the water to create a sound. And that's because sound waves travel 4.5 times faster through the water. So why don't we give him that second hand signal? All right, so he's gonna show another demonstration. I want you to turn around for me and face this camera right here. Yep, you're gonna get you set up right about there. Come here. We gotta smile at the camera, Blue. Wave. Did we get it on camera? We got it on camera, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our volunteers. Thank you for your help.
As you can see, killer whales can communicate in a variety of ways. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries surrounding these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like the Norwegian Orca Survey to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tails.
In the ocean, killer whales create waves to hunt. They use fluke slams to stop their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For our whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's time to get wet. Killer whales are amazing athletes. They can eat over several hundred pounds of food in a single day. Depending on where they live and the time of year, their prey can vary.
700,000.
Fortunately, things like overfishing and pollution
700
pose a
pounds.
serious threat to many populations of killer
700
whales.
pounds. Yeah. Which is too much.
Killer whales are impressive animals. And it's
Yeah,
pretty obvious
9,000
why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Essa pas dit dormir.
Killer whales depend on
Sorry?
a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant.